Good morning, guys. Today it is Monday, and this is going to be a very quick video. I'm rushing in to go to a color class, which I'm really excited about. Today I just wanted to talk about daily rituals, and this is a very exciting topic to me, and I wish I would have dedicated a little more time to it, but I can come back to it in future videos. This is something I've been listening to a lot of Grant Cardone. He is very inspiring to me. He's a real estate guy, sales guy, but it's his personality that I'm really drawn to listen to watch him speak on his YouTube channel. He gets very personal. He just speaks straight from the heart. He's a straight shooter, straight up kind of dude, and I really appreciate that delivery style. And he talked about his daily ritual, and it inspired me to think about, what my rituals are that I go about. And it's one thing to talk about ritual from a perspective of a person that's very, very successful like him, but you might be in a space where you're not where you want to be yet. Like me, I'm on the path, but I'm nowhere near. I'm just at the beginning of my YouTube channel. I don't have any followers yet. I'm putting out content on a consistent basis to build my following and to provide value to you guys. But it's important to mention that he started where I did, at the very beginning, at the bottom, and he talks about that all the time. He was actually really hard up for a very long time. And it's important to be consistent and have these rituals from the very beginning. That's the only way any of these people are successful, become successful. It doesn't, I think that when you're sitting in a spot and you're looking at somebody else that's kind of made it in your mind, it's hard to imagine they were once where you're at. So in terms of my daily ritual, what I do is I wake up at like 6:30 to 7:30, usually 7. Sometimes it's 6:30, sometimes it's a little later at 7:30, but never ever past 8. I wake up, and that's even on my days off, which I only have one. And that's on purpose because I'm trying to generate more income. The more income I can bring in, the more I can put back into my businesses. So what I do is I wake up, and I have my phone away from my bed, so I have to physically get out of bed when my alarm goes off. And by the time I've gotten out of bed and walked across the room, sometimes I do get back in bed and lay down for like 10 minutes, but usually I don't. So that's a really good strategy if you're a person that snoozes a lot, because I definitely am one of those people that used to do that. So I get out of bed, I immediately start making my coffee, and I get out my journal. Sometimes it's a notebook, sometimes it's an actual journal, and I just like look at what my list was. So I make a list the night before I go to bed. That way, when I'm laying in bed, it's like my brain is shut down. I don't need to think about anything because I've already written it down. I know what I'm going to do the next day. I know what my goals are. Grant Cardone calls them targets, which I really like more than goals. I feel like goals that's like a tired word that it sounds annoying and like something you have to do. Target sounds like, shit, I gotta get this stuff done. I wanna get this stuff done. This is my target. So I review my targets, and that could be very specific things. And then I also have just like things I need to do, like a to-do list. So I always write that the night before. I review that in the morning, and typically I will do some sort of personal development. Usually that's listening to a podcast or listening / kind of watching a YouTube video. Like I'll set my phone up on my taps in my bathroom while I do my makeup. Sort of glance down, listen to the YouTube video. And that's kind of how I get my brain going. That's how I get hyped up. An interesting thing that Grant does is he puts on like loud music when he's in the car driving to work. I also do that. Listen to really loud music, hip hop. If I'm in a mood for like some Judas Priest, I'll listen to that. And their new song called Lightning Strike is like, if you really want to get pumped up in the morning, Judas Priest, Lightning Strike, do it. Yeah, Cardi B for sure really gets me stoked. So those are part of the things that I do in the morning. What I'm trying to incorporate is doing a workout in the morning. I work until 8 p.m., so it's really difficult to motivate myself to work out after then. I used to get home a little earlier than that, so I'd work out by 8, but now getting home at 8:30, it's kind of, tough. So I'm still working on that. Today, though, I'm 100% going to do it, and get into a routine of 30 minutes a day of physical activity. So that's all I do. That's my day. Personal development, coffee, some sort of physical activity. And am I missing something? Oh, of course. I make sure I have water and I make sure I have enough food for the day. So that's it, guys. Have a great Monday.